Hi. A couple of weeks ago, I talked to you about Conway's Law. Now, if you remember, Conway's Law is the theory that a service or system that is designed by a group of people will make the system itself a mirror of that organization. This winds up incurring technical debt because the organization continues to grow and change into other things, but the system can't. So over time, you have problems. But the new technologies and new ideas of microservices truly combat that. Because when you break everything down to smallest parts, then what you wind up having is the ability to mix and match later on, like a Lego box. So think of that kid who comes out and they have that huge box of Legos. Inevitably, it's a boy, it's going to be a spaceship. We like that. I love spaceships. Everything turned into a spaceship. But either way, they can make it into any number of things. Now, if it's Conway's Law would say that it's always going to be one huge block, so you can't do a lot with it. Microservices, breaking everything down into that smallest function. Maybe it's a call. Maybe it's an application that does a processing of things. But the key here is it only does that one job. So by only doing that one job, guess what? Anything can be doing. You can be using that. This is really great, especially if, for example, when you're looking at microservices, ask this one thing. What question, not what questions, what question will your application answer? Try to limit a microservice to one question or one function. That way it's the smallest piece of code. It's easy to maintain. It's simple. When you bring in a new set of programmers, say you have a mass departure, meteor strike, whatever the case may be, then you can easily sit there, they look at it and they go, it's supposed to return this value. That's it. So, you can put a web API in front of it and you make JSON calls, whatever you want to do there to that last piece, but you standardize it. And with that one piece of information, and that's the only thing it answers, you allow the company to mix and match. This says that those small components, the location of a store, the phone number of the front office, who knows, whatever your one question may be, that one question probably is viable for decades. And the fact even more, that piece of data may not change much. So therefore, microservice is perfect in this solution. Again, this means that now the business itself can continue to change. If they want to go into new areas, they want to modify, want a new market approach, technology services is no longer holding you back. Technology services is able to go, oh, well, okay, you'll need a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, boom, boom, spaceship. No, this is where we want to go in the long run. This decouples applications. This decouples the ideas you need. In the end, you have systems that are no longer incurring greater technical debt. Remember, the technical debt is, you're going to have to pay it at some point. And in this case, Conway's Law usually builds technical debt. Over time, people say, gosh, this application was new, it worked really well. Well, of course it did. It married you. It's like one of your team. But your team changed. Rhonda, back in the county, she's gone. Billy, over there in billing. Billy and billing. He had an incident. So he's gone. Your business no longer probably looks like that anymore. So what do? Small bricks. Those answers that Billy needed, those answers that Rhonda needed, still viable. But now Susie, who will have problems later on, we all know it's coming. Either way, Susie itself, her answers are still the same questions those guys are. But the bigger items that both Rhonda and Billy needed, probably no longer true. But microservices says you can do that. It's easy. And what's even better, if you want to go towards DevOps, these are small pieces of code. Lean. It's very lean. So it allows a programmer to come in and quickly figure out what's going on. And as you're trying to develop other pieces, guess what? You may need something from that piece of microcode. Well, now another microservice that you put together can call on that other piece. You don't have to rewrite it. You don't have to sit there and ask anything else. So today I wanted to talk to you about Conway's Law and microservices. Conway's Law bad? Microservices combats that. Remember, enterprise architecture should be simple, not mystifying. Thank you very much.